Hey everybody. So this is my second flight out after a 3-month hiatus due to my CFI's plane being damaged and needing repairs. And so, just remembering how to do things. This time we were going to go back up, do slow flight, and do some landings. If you saw my landing last time, it was pretty abysmal, and I went around. This time I did 3 more landings, and better, not great. Just, like I said before, it's really a very perishable skill, and it's something you just have to remember how to do and practice, practice, practice. A lot of people have asked me if I've soloed. In fact, it seems like anytime you talk to any aviation, or especially the non-aviation enthusiasts, that's the first question they ask is, have you soloed yet? And I think it's just because that's the only real thing they know to ask. And the answer is no, I haven't. If I had soloed, of course, you would not be seeing my CFI sitting next to me. He's actually keen for me to solo. I'm not ready yet, especially after this hiatus. I would like to spend a lot more time making sure that, I'm in a good place and ready. I don't feel like I am yet, especially with regards to how bad my landing was last time. And these 3 landings that you're going to see me do here, again, not perfect. I mean, I got the plane down. We were fine. I want it to be a lot smoother. But anyways, so stick around and off we go.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086 departing runway 26 to the west, Western Carolina. Alrighty, lining up, feet on the floor, go.
I will say here that I really like my takeoffs. I think my takeoff roll is getting a little better. I'm able to keep it right on the line, which is exactly what I want to do.
Live, we're at 40, 50, 60.
So it was a particularly hazy day. I mean, we both noticed as we were taking off here and heading out towards our practice area that it wasn't your typical pretty day out here, but that's all right. And so now we're going to have me do slow flight, something that I have not done for 5 or 6 months at this point, because we did it a bunch in the very beginning when I first started, but then that was one that just kind of went by the wayside and we didn't do it anymore. Instead, we practice other things, usually landings, because that's what I really wanted to work on. So I was doing this from memory, and I mean, I wasn't sure I was going to remember it.
Alright, so you want me to do slow flight. So if I remember, fuel on both, mixture rich, carburetor heat on, we need to do clearing turns. So let's do those first. Push it all the way on, or you're that was. It is hazy. Look at that. Stay that way. Oh, there's that landing strip right below us. Yep. Ah. Alright. I see nothing. Alright, so slow flight now. I need to pull the power off and slow down until we get down in the wide arc. Bunch of altitude. We're down in the wide arc and we're going to start issuing flaps. balloon up here. All right, so now I need to put a little bit of power back on. Get down to what, 40 miles an hour? Yep. That's all the way down? Yep. I would. Yeah. We're a little fast, so you're descending. Slowing down a little much there. Your rudders to keep the wings level. Right. Takes at least 19 to 2,000 RPM to maintain altitude. Okay. Hey, that's what I ended up figuring it out. Yeah, by doing it. But we are descending a tiny bit, but not much. I get 100 feet to play with, so. All right, what do you think? They recover. All right. Capture up. So airspeed back up. Takes a while to get our airspeed back up. All right, we'll turn this back around, or what do you want to do now? Go back and do some landing. All right.
And that was it. I mean, talk about anticlimactic. I mean, here I was concerned about remembering how to do something that I remembered how to do. It was just fine. Again, not perfect, but pretty dang good. So we turned around here and headed back to the airport to do a bunch of landings. And my very first landing, I did the same thing as before. But this time I did it with a little more finesse and class. I just, for whatever reason, my approach was terrible. I was way too high. I was going too fast, and I decided to go around, and it was much better than before.
Going way too fast. We just go around. What do you want to do here? What do you think? I think we should go around because I'm way too high. Do you agree? Yep. Head in. What do I need to call it? Ed, what should I say? Cessna 086 going around. Western Carolina, Cessna 086 going around. Oh, that's what it is. It's like, man.
It was absolutely the right thing to do. I mean, I was just ridiculously high. And so this gave me a chance to go around, line up, and try again and get it right, hopefully on the second time around. You know, if it ain't right, go around. My theory about this whole flying thing has always been to take my time and do it right. And definitely don't get home-itis or get down-itis or whatever they call it. Just do it right. Take your time. Go around. Live another day.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turn and final for runway 26, Western Carolina. Turned a little early. Okay. Rest of my flaps. slow. We're getting slow. How's that? No, pull. Hold it. Hold it there. Alright, you ready to go? Again? Yep.
Now, hopefully that was as embarrassing for you to watch as it was for me. That was terrible. And ultimately, again, this time I let the plane get slow on me. It's interesting. It's a very fine line you have to fly when you do this stuff correctly, and I just screwed it up. But instead of, suffering or pitying myself, I said, let's go. Let's get back in the air. Let's do it again, because that was wrong. I got to do this right. And so off we went and came around to make another attempt.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning final for runway 26, Western Carolina. What trees are the ones that y'all want cleared? These right here? I think it has to do with the other runway on 8. Oh. They're in the protected. Whoa. Yeah. These will be sooner or later. Oh, well, these right here. Yeah. Taking off of those right there probably sucks. Ballooned up a little. Don't touch the ground, just touch it. Bring those up. Oh, shit. Alright, flaps up.
So that one was a heck of a lot better. I think I did a good job there. I didn't flare enough as towards the end, and you heard the CFI said, bring your nose up. He probably meant to say that before I touched the ground, not afterwards. But still, I think that was a much better demonstration of how to land than what I have been doing previously, but I was still unhappy with it, and per my usual way, that means it's time to get back in the air and try again. I'm probably a little hard on myself, to be honest, but, if you're not hard on yourself, you're not going to get better.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning final for runway 26, Western Carolina.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but pay special attention to my body language. As I get closer and closer to the runway, I almost cringe and shrug my shoulders, and I can tell you I'm uncomfortable in the airplane to begin with because it is a small airplane and I'm a big guy. But boy, it just, you can tell I'm really not in my element just before we touch the ground. It's kind of funny, really.
Add power. What do you keep adding power for? Oh, I didn't want to get us too slow. Level. Nope, just hold it right there. Oh, bringing the nose up. Go slow. Up, bring it up. We're off. Out.
Oh, it's almost tragic. If you go back and watch the other landings, I do the same thing. I need to relax, but I think a lot of that will come with comfort. Once I am more comfortable with the situation, with what's going on, I think that relaxation will be automatic. Honestly, I'm still very disappointed in myself. I should be much farther along than I am. I realize that several months hiatus and lack of practice is a large part of the problem, but it's not all of it. So anyways, there you go. I'm going to keep at it, keep plugging away at it. This is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it. It's just going to take some time. Anyways, thanks, guys.